Welcome to Diesel's Outdoor Excursions. Anyone that's done their fair share of hammock camping has ran into the situation where they got to the campsite and there wasn't any trees to hang from. I have the answer for that. The Yobo Cricket Hammock Stand. I carry this with me every time I go on a car camp. It's a little heavy to backpack with, but very light and doesn't take up a whole lot of space in the car. This is my review of the Yobo Cricket Stand. This hammock stand is great when you don't have any trees and it's a snap to set up. The stand consists of 4 ridge poles, 4 legs, 2 ridge pole connectors, and 2 hubs. This is where the hammock will hang and connects all the poles together. It all stores away in a nice roll-up pack. If you plan on camping overnight with this stand, you can purchase tarp poles to hang your tarp from over the stand. The first thing you want to do when setting up your cricket stand is get all your poles out and extend them all. Get all your strings unwrapped so you don't have to do it while you're setting it up. You want to lay your ridge poles out like this and make sure that the poles with the strings are on the same side. Once you get them laid out, we're going to put them together with these 2 ridge connectors. Once your ridge poles are put all together, you connect them with these hubs. They're very well machined aluminum hubs. You want to make sure that the hook, the hole here, is on the bottom. Once your hubs are together, you want to take the strings and crisscross them at the top. It should look like that when you're done. Also, you want to make sure that you're still seated in the hubs on both ends. Now this is the most important part of setting this thing up. You want to pop the ridge. How you do that is you get down here, grab it by the middle, lift it up, and give it a pop. You want that arch. So when you set it back down, you have this arch. That is the support of this stand. The next step, we're going to put the legs on. You want to set the legs out, and you want to make sure that each side has the long rope and the short rope. They want to be matching, so you want that for both sides. You want to insert the poles into the hub. Once you get one side inserted, you take the string and hook it to the short string. This keeps tension on the legs and keeps them tight in the hub. It also acts as support. You want to repeat on the other side. next step, you want to hook up the support cords. So you basically just grab the cord at the bottom of the poles and hook them to the little hooks on the ridge connectors. You want to do that on all 4 legs. After you get your support cords hooked up, you want to take the legs and make sure that they're not straight up and down. You want to lean them out away from the stand. Once you get everything set up, you want to confirm all your connections and make sure that they're seated in properly. You want to make sure that this is still arched up. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to pull up on it. See, it wasn't arched. Now you got that arch. And then come back and make sure your legs aren't straight up and down. And you're all ready to hang your hammock. If you're setting up in soft ground, it also comes with these little clips, and they clip into the bottom of the feet on the hammock stand and keep it from digging in. I use these on the beach, and if you're camping somewhere where there's sugar sand, these things work great. The stand comes with 2 carabiners that hooks up to these little holes on the bottom. And this is how you hang your hammock. So now that we got our hammock set up, we're going to try it out. You want to sit down on it nice and slow. Make sure everything's hooked up right. And there you have it. You can hang anywhere. You might have noticed these pressix on the support cables. These are for setting up on uneven ground. So if you're setting up where there's a hole or the ground is really uneven, instead of hooking at this loop, you would hook at this loop and you can adjust it. So you keep these tight. I can't stress this anymore. You always want to check this ridge and make sure that it's got the arch popped into it. This is where your structure is on this thing. If it's flat, it's not going to have the structure, and it could break. If you plan on sleeping overnight and setting a tarp up, you have your tarp poles. They go in the hole here, and you basically take this and hook it to a guy line to the ground. And now you have a place to hang your tarp. This hammock stand works with most 11-foot bunched in hammocks, but we're going to do a little experiment, and we're going to see if this thing will work with my Amok. Man, I forgot how comfortable this thing is. Well, it turns out it works great for my Amok. I sat in it, it's perfect height, the strings are out of the way, so I'm happy with it. I think I'm gonna set it up like that at HandCon. So here's my thoughts on the Yobo Cricket. The pros, you can set up anywhere. You can hammock camp anywhere, you don't have to have trees. You can use it on different kinds of hammocks. We just found that out with the Amok. It'll work on most 11-foot hammocks or shorter. I don't know if it'll work on a 12-foot. I doubt very seriously, but I could be wrong on that. I've never tried it. The cons, I would say the biggest con would probably be the price. I didn't buy this. I won it in a raffle at HandCon, but at the time it was like 800 bucks. That's probably the only con I can find on this thing. It's lightweight. It doesn't take up much room in the car. If you're car camping, you can't really use it as a backpacking stand. It's a little bulky and heavy for that. Yobo Gear is coming out with a carbon fiber version of this. It's supposed to be like 4 pounds. I'm not sure if that would even be good for backpacking if you're going any kind of distance. But all in all, I love this thing. I'm glad I won it. And I actually had a Tenza stand and ended up selling the Tenza stand because I like this better. That's going to do it for this video. If you like it, hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I have new videos every Sunday, and I'm just now starting to get into the reviews on my gear. If you have any ideas of content you would like to see, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get videos out on that. Before I go, this is 4th of July weekend. I hope everybody had a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good day.